Hey there, Scorpio. Okay, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your October 2017 reading. I appreciate all of you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, and all the ways you engage with my channel. I truly appreciate it. And I want you to know this reading is going to be a general reading. So if it's not clicking, that's okay. Maybe you could check your sun and moon sign, your moon and rising signs on my channel. Otherwise, let's just, some aspect of it may be true for you. So, because it's general, it's not possibly going to be perfectly customized. If you want a personal reading and you want one that's more customized for you, go ahead and contact me in the About section of my channel. The oracle card that I'm using this month is from this deck, Chakra Wisdom, and it's a very lovely deck. And the chakra that I pulled for you, the card is the 6th chakra, or your third eye, your inner knowing, your intuition, sense of spirituality. And this card, the Despondence card, actually pertains to feeling a little stuck, but knowing, tapping into that inner knowing that you do have all the answers you need within. There isn't any outside source. All you need to do is take a step, right? So if you're feeling stuck, the only route out of stagnation is motion, right? And if you do nothing, then you must accept the consequences and probably sink a little deeper into that sense of despondence. So what we're going to guide you to do is to find a way to find your road forward by taking action, and trust yourself. If you're feeling immobilized or feeling, not certain how to proceed, just trust your instinct. Because, if you've heard that saying, how you relate to the issue is the issue, if that makes sense. Because your response and the way you react to any given thing is, you own that, right? You own that. So if you're feeling stuck, we're going to figure out how to move forward, okay? The starting point here, oh, I love it. You're reaching, and you really are. This is not only the intuitive, the brow chakra, but you've also you're reaching just a higher and higher level of consciousness. This is beautiful. You're doing the work. If you look at this Buddha, his third eye is also lit up. If you could see that. You're there. You're doing it. So this is just a matter of mastering those more human moments where you're, uncertain how to proceed, or feeling in a conflict with another. You can rise above it. You know how to take that next step to move past that feeling of stuckness. The answers are within you for sure. The first internal energy here that we have is the Understanding card. It's a lovely card. So all the birds are flying along, and there's one bird, he feels stuck on the other side of these bars, and that he's not understood, and he feels separated from the group or the norm, and he feels really alone and feels like no one gets him. But the truth are those bars that seem to separate them are really an illusion. There really isn't anything separating you from others. And there is nothing separating you from your truest inner desires, right? Your path and your rhythm and the pace at which you achieve your goals is yours. And it's all exactly perfectly right, for how your life is proceeding. So there is no real barrier between you, or you and another, or you and this space you wish to reach, the goal you want to achieve. So start to, in your meditations or in your quiet moments, start to realize that. Start to really claim that for yourself, that, I will achieve what I want, and I am in the exact perfect spot in order to get there. Okay? In your external world, it looks like you're set off on some kind of a fun trip. This is the adventure card. Now, since you're doing the internal work and this more spiritual, higher consciousness work, and getting to know yourself better and trusting that the decisions you make, you can own them, it's going to make things a lot more fun. It opens up everything. It opens up the possibilities. It helps your true, in every moment experience to be more rich and fulfilling. You're getting more and more, Scorpio, that, it's all about you right now, right? It is all about you, and not in that sort of selfish, nobody else matters type of a way, but that it is the choices you make affect your life. The choices you make bring you to the next level. The way you relate to others, you own that, right? And you're beginning to get that. And I love the progress. I love that. If you're feeling stuck with another, that just came to me while I was talking. If this Despondence card here feels like it's a sort of a standoff or a conflict that you're having with another person, take a step toward them. Don't hold them off. Don't put up barriers. Drop down the shield and take a step toward them and show up as your true self. Drop those barriers and let yourself connect. Okay? But don't ever lose sight of your uniqueness. The next internal energy is this card, the Rebel. And this is saying sort of be all of yourself in every step. But don't be a lone warrior, right? Welcome and invite connections into your life and stay in your uniqueness. Okay? The next external energy is the Existence card. And this tells us that if you're uncomfortable, I wish I were in a better job, or I wish I had, I lived in a different house, or I wish I was in a relationship, or, this sort of an uneasy feeling of wanting what isn't showing up right now. Trust it. Just rest into, home is exactly where you are. Wherever you are, that's your home, because it resides within you. Okay? And that's the nature of existing in this universe, is each of us occupies a very unique space. And what you're starting to discover, Scorpio, is what that space means for you and what it's made up of. Okay? The next internal energy, and sort of the top apex of the internal energies here and what's going on within you, is a new sense of awareness, sort of clearing the veil, clearing the fog, being able to see things more clearly, regaining your clarity. And probably as it relates to this feeling of stuckness, you'll have an opening. You'll just by taking a small action in one direction or another, you'll get that clarity. And if you, like we said, if you don't make a choice and you don't take action, stagnation will grow. So just one little step, figure it out. You'll regain the clarity, and then if it's not feeling right, take a step. Make another decision, and it's all fine. Okay, the top two, I love these outcomes. This is how it's going to show up in your world, is that you'll be able to trust the process of life more fully, and you'll be able to trust others because you're building on that self-trust, right? You're growing, I'm feeling stuck, I'm going to make a decision. Oh, that doesn't feel so good, making another decision. Oh, that one feels great, heading down the road. It's your inner guide, your navigation. It has nothing to do with anyone else. But in the process of that, you strengthen your self-empowerment, you strengthen your sense of who you are, and learn to trust others and trust the process of life, because you're navigating it, you're going through it. And the final outcome here is the Master, and you're so there. This is another, this is a crown chakra card actually. So this is rising beyond this chakra. You're making ways. Your path is opening wide up, and you're rising. You're expanding, and you're doing it honestly. You're doing it as you truly are. So really the first step is to know, even though you might feel a little closed in or a little stuck or a little unsure right now, just know that all it takes is movement in one direction. Trust, movement, and staying, uniquely yourself. Okay? I hope this resonated for you guys. If it didn't, get in touch with me and we could do a private reading. Until mid-month, I will say goodbye for now. Thanks, Scorpio. Love you guys.